Blue Bunting for the Oaks. She went into the 1,000 guineas with low expectations on the day. Her price reflected that. But the way that the race unfolded, do you think in any way at all she was flattered?
You know, she was doing okay, but we always thought the mile was going to be on the short side. So we thought, well, if she runs a place, we're going to go into Epsom with more confidence. And you know, when she won and she stayed really well towards the end of the race, suggests that the Oaks is the main target, and you know, we're all gearing up for that.
And you've ridden Oaks with us before, Moonshell, Kazia, etc. Does she feel like a filly that will go round Epsom, or do people make too much about horses handling that track?
She does, you know, she does. Listen, she's a classic winner, so she's got a lot of quality. And, you know, you don't know until you try Epsom, but she seems very balanced. And, you know, she coped with the Newmarket dip very well. So, fingers crossed, it'll all go to plan.
And a little word on the other horses that you've seen in the trial. I mean, Wonder of Wonders at the Chester.
Yeah.
Havant was behind you at Newmarket. Any chance you think that she could get?
I was very impressed with Aidan O'Brien filly. You know, she's very well balanced. She went around Chester really well. I would say she'll be my main danger.
One question about Havant. How has she been since the 1,000 guineas?
Yeah, she's had a nice, easy time, and we did a little bit of work with her yesterday morning. It was the first bit of work since the 1,000, and obviously I would like really good or softer ground for her, but they do a great job at Epsom, and I'm sure he will get good ground for Oaks Day, which will be a lot better than we had here at Newmarket.
Moving on to the filly, Izzy Top. Now, she won a steadily run race at Newbury. What from that and from her pedigree makes you confident that she'll stay the 1.5 miles?
Well, her style of training shows that she'll stay well. She's in her maiden race, she was flying at the finish, obviously over a stiff mile at Doncaster as a 2-year-old. Dane O'Neill felt the other day that an extra 2 furlongs was not going to particularly be an issue with her. I know she's by Pivotal, but her mother won the Prix de l'Opera over an extended 1.25 miles. And then she's second down as the family of Cave Tara, who, as we well know, was a hugely good stayer. So the stamina on the dam side, she's the right build for it, the right mentality. I think the race the other day, she probably found the ground lively enough for her. We'd hope that Epsom is genuine good ground, and that'll be fine for her, as long as it's good and no jar in it. But she's a nice filly, and she's improved since Newbury.
How does she compare? You've had some very good middle distance fillies recently, Dare Me notably, but also Gertrude Bell. At this stage in her career, how does she compare to those?
Well, she's a nice type of filly with a turn of foot. You know, Dare Me had a great turn of foot as well, and she's progressive at this time. Again, you have to handle Epsom. It is a unique track, and you know, some of them do and some of them don't. But there's no reason at this stage. She worked this morning with William Buick on her, and I was very happy with her. And there's no reason that we shouldn't be heading straight to the Oaks.
You can get some idea from Newmarket, some idea, not much, how they handled the dip. Were you happy with how she did there?
Well, obviously we had the problem slightly in Newmarket. They've done a very good job that they can, but we've had a lot of wind and sun, and it's hard to get the water where you want. And I think some of them are finding running into the dip on firm ground a little difficult for them this year. And I've seen a number of horses haven't quite run their races at Newmarket for that reason, and she was one of them. I was probably disappointed with her in the Pretty Polly Stakes. Having said that, we felt strongly enough that it didn't suit her to come back, you know, within 12 days. We were back at Newbury, and that paid off.
It's a bold question, but is she good enough?
I think she's good enough to run a very fine race in an Oaks. I did like Aidan O'Brien's filly that won the Cheshire Oaks. I like the style she won that. You must always respect the Guineas form, always, because sometimes that's the best Derby and Oaks trial, the Guineas. But she is a filly that very much warrants a place in the race, yeah. And it's, to an extent, it's not like the Derby, where there's one truly exceptional colt who's gone superbly well here in his work all year, as well as his race, which probably wasn't run to suit him, that he still won. It's a little more open affair, the Oaks, and I think to that extent one needs to be part of it.